We have a few other people going to join us here in a minute.
All right.
We'll start in a minute. I'm not start right yet.
Hold up, I'm trying to. Shit won't talk, bro. I'm about to be right up there with you, Dustin. Just let me get this shit rolled.
I forgot to fucking pay for the fucking dumbass StreamYard fucking. I was gonna switch fucking platforms from StreamYard to a different one, but I'm like, fuck, then I have to transfer everything.
Yeah, I remember you told me that.
Yeah, I'm just gonna pay the dumbass bill for it. I say fuck it. Yeah, I'll just pay that dumb deal. Then I don't gotta worry about it no more. But I hate how it won't let me. It doesn't let me do my intros. It doesn't let me do nothing. I mean,
damn.
Oh yeah, no. That's what I hate about StreamYard. It's all about paying money to do everything now.
Yeah, it's like now I gotta fucking. I'm not. And then not only that, it went from like $20 to like 40 fucking bucks. Like, what the fuck?
Oh yeah, I remember you telling me that. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you're paying like $480 a year just to go fucking live. I mean, come on.
Wow.
That's why I barely go. That's why I go. Why I barely go live now.
Yeah, I think it's dumb as hell. What's up, Mike?
There he is. What's up, Ray Mike?
I see Harvey. I see Dustin. I'm not sure who else is in here.
Adam and Will.
Adam and Will? Oh, Will, what's up? Adam, what's up?
What's up?
We got a lot to talk about tonight.
Yes, we do.
Yes, we do, man.
Yes, we do. Yeah, I told Adam, I said, I'm like the song by the late great Teddy Pendergrass, man. I said I can't win for losing. I said first my damn Florida State Seminoles, they blow their game Friday on ESPN against Virginia, and now this bullshit. But the only thing what I can say, my Florida State Seminoles got a winning record. They 3-1. I can't say that about the Raiders.
No, I mean we're trash. We're trash.
I'm a Notre Dame fan, so we got a huge win.
Hey, y'all played a real good game, man. Y'all
Against
played a real good game.
Arkansas,
I saw that. Yeah.
So I got that to cling on to.
Say, Raider Mike, I got a question for you. You ready for this?
Yes, sir.
I got some trivia for you. What does Joe Montana, Tim Brown, and Jerome Bettis got in common?
They all came from Notre Dame, man.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you caught on to it. Okay. Can't catch
I know that, man.
Can't catch you sleeping. I like that, man. You quick on your toes.
I'm old, man. I know that.
Of course, you better.
No, my dad raised me up on Raider football and Notre Dame football. Because before I understood what football was. So that's my teams.
Hey, damn offensive line, man. I tell you, man, that shot the hell out of me when Dante Thornton Jr. missed that wide open pass. I mean, like, oh my god.
Oh yeah.
It killed us worse when Colton Miller went down too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we got to find out what's going on with that, man.
Yeah, man.
How bad it
Not
is.
not good. Not good.
What's the matter?
No, I just said it's not good that he went down. I mean, to begin
He
with. I
went
mean,
down with the ankle thing, I think,
Yeah, they
right?
said
Wasn't
that
the ankle?
he was walking and everything on it when the game was over. So he probably only going to be out a week or two at most if they keep him out to begin with. So
Hopefully.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, until they get to probably take X-rays of anything tomorrow, then they'll probably know
Right.
then. But I think
Hope.
watching him, he was over there with Deuce on the sideline after the game. Working with this stretching deal. So I don't know how bad it could have been if he was doing that.
So how's Michael Mayer doing? Is he doing good? Is he coming along?
Well, he's still in
He was in
concussion
concussion
protocol.
protocol.
We don't
Yeah.
know about that.
Mm.
Another Notre Damer.
Yeah. Yeah. And Raider Mike, what college did Ricky Waters go to?
Ricky Wardles?
I said, what college did Ricky Waters go to?
Was that Notre Dame too? I don't know everybody.
You got
Was
it.
that
You
Notre
got
Dame
it.
too?
You just said the answer. Yeah.
I should have just said it like I knew, but I'd be lying if I said I knew.
Yeah, Ricky Waters. Yeah, you won the Notre Dame. Yeah, former Super
I,
Bowl champion. Yeah.
all I know is Love is going to be in the NFL next year too. He won't be with the Raiders because we don't need another running back. But Love is badass, man.
Oh yeah. Yeah, man. Oh yeah. And I don't know what the hell happened with USC against Illinois Saturday. Man. USC had that game. USC
I'm a Notre
had
Dame
that
fan,
game.
so whenever USC loses as a Notre Dame
Yeah,
fan,
I know that
I'm
makes you
fucking
happy.
happy.
Yeah, I know you have happy feelings like Maze. I know. I know. Y'all still hunted. Hey, y'all are still hunted. Y'all still mad about that Bush pick, ain't you? Y'all
Absolutely.
Oh,
still
that
mad
fucking
about that.
Reggie Bush push. Oh fuck!
Y'all still mad about that, man. How many years ago that
All
was?
right, let's get
You
started.
know I am. You know I
Salute,
am.
appreciate you all showing up here tonight. Salute to everybody here. Salute to the mods in the chat. Salute to the chat. Salute to everybody here on the panel. William, Harvey, Adam, and Mike. Really do appreciate all you guys. If you want to give a shout out real quick, feel free to give a shout out before we get going.
Hey, what's up, everybody out there? It's the number one Raider Stunner. What? Salute to Dustin. Salute to Will. Salute to Raider Mike. And salute to Adam. And the way that this damn team playing now, they playing like a bunch of broken down fucking jalopies. I'm getting pissed off with this shit. All right, next up.
I disagree with that. I mean, we have a Geno Smith. We take turns. We see him take turns, and he's gonna fuck up the game. And then today's day was Geno Smith. I think the defense, Max Crosby looked insane today. I mean,
Appreciate you.
But I don't think we were broken down jalopy. But I don't think you mean that either, Harvey.
Yes, I do. Did you see
Okay.
that offensive line? Huh? Did you see that secondary? Were you looking at the same game I was looking at, pal?
Yeah, 4 turnovers, and we lost by 1 point.
we lost to a shit ass team. We suck.
Okay.
I mean,
All right. I'm more of an optimist, I guess.
I we can be about confidence, but we can also be true about where we are, where our team stands. I mean, this team,
Yeah.
I mean, this is the best performance you were going to get out of Genty in the running back group. 250 plus rushing yards. The quarterback can't pass for 100 yards.
Yes. what did he get? 81 yards passing today.
Oh no, he broke 100 on that last possession, but that
117.
was
Oh, okay, yeah.
He had
Okay.
117, 2 touchdowns, and 3 interceptions, and he had an interception right off the first possession of the first half, and right off the
this was
the first possession in the second half. I mean, Geno is most likely the problem. Like Geno don't make his reads, his progressions. Geno sits in that back too much. He averages a 3.11 to 3.36 time inside the pocket. I mean, Geno has a lot of problems going on here. When he left out of Seattle, it's just like I said, he can have 4,000 yards, but if you have 20 touchdowns and 15 interceptions in a 17 game season, that's a pretty high touchdown per game ratio. So at the end of the day, Geno's been in 4 games already, has 7 interceptions, and leads the interception category in the NFL.
Right.
Do you think that Geno went off and was, as good as he was here today because we were that much better, or did we end up going off and being that good because they were lacking, 5 key starting players?
they were lacking key starters all over the team, and we all saw that.
Yeah.
There's a lot.
Listen. They were lacking their corner 1 and 2. They were lacking their linebackers all over. They were lacking defensive linemen. Their defensive line has had.
They're tight end.
Listen, they lacked all over this team, and this is exactly what I mean. We can't sugarcoat this loss. This game shouldn't have been. If we're just being real and against a real competitive team, they would have blown the back doors off this team. But we didn't do that. We had 3 turnovers. Geno Smith was horrendous yet again. Geno Smith has no up. He is literally down, and he has no going up.
It factor. And that's why I call
it's not
Geno
about
Smith.
having the it factor. It's not about doing that. No, stop. Here's the problem, bro. No, he's not DeMarcus Russell because we didn't take him with the top 5 pick. Okay, no, we picked him up through a trade. The problem is he can't. It's not about having the it factor. You don't need the it factor in this offense. You don't have to have that. You just have to be competent. He's not even competent. He can't competently read and make his progressions. It's not about being an elite quarterback. He doesn't have to be a top 3 quarterback. He doesn't. But he's not even being a top 28 quarterback in this league. He's a bottom 2 quarterback in this league. He does not do anything at a high level except throw picks at this point. Even when he makes the right read, he makes a shit ass throw. He can't throw the ball. He can't make reads. He sucks. He stands in the backfield on a 4th and 5 in the Charger game. He threw the fucking ball away when he should have when he should have tried to extend the game. We've crucified the past quarterbacks that we've had, and all I've seen is excuses after excuses for this guy. And this is probably the worst quarterback we've had. This is probably one of the worst quarterback head coaching duos we've had. Pete Carroll looks lost over his head. The offensive line has a fix in front of us, and we're not even doing that. We have a center coming out of college who won a freaking award at that position, and we've refused to play him at his position where he dominated in the NFL last season, ranking in the top 8 center. Like these are easy decisions that we're allergic to making.
And not only that, they were top 10. They were top 10 O-line towards the end of the year with them playing in their positions, Parham and right, Meredith in the left.
And then Brennan Carroll's oxygen wasting ass came over here and fucked up the whole line.
One practice with those players at that position, and they flip them, and then now we're
the whole line sucks.
Sitting here with the repercussion of this team. Like we can't sit and say that the Bears is one of the shittiest teams out there in the league, and then we go out and run for 200 yards, and then we only pass for 117.
And we lose.
How do you pass for 117 yards? Derek Carr has never in his whole career as a Raider ever had a game where he's throwing. I don't think Gardner Minshew's had a game at 117.
Well, Derek Carr also never, Dustin, entered the final drive. Wait a minute. He's never entered his final drive of the NFL game with 98 passing yards.
And all the
Well,
players you have on the team, we can't get a player open. Like I think that's crazy as
Oh,
hell.
Dustin, I told you earlier today, the leading receiver today was 40 yards on 4 catches. That was pathetic.
Everybody else is 20, 15. I mean, I don't know. I mean, at the end of the day, do we figure out, is it a quarterback problem? Is it a line problem? Is it a scheme problem? Like, if we go from Geno doing checkdowns in certain games, but in the games that he needs to play checkdowns to open up in the field, we don't. It's weird how we're scheming our team. And like I said, it's good that Genty and then Genty went for 155 all-purpose yards and I think 3 touchdowns. I mean,
Yep.
it was a good game for Genty for damn sure. But when you're trying to beat teams like the Bears, we should have beat them easily. Like we should have beat them easily.
yes,
We
yes.
shouldn't have entered the fourth quarter
Uh,
losing to this team. I mean,
we
and
should
then
have a quarterback that throws interceptions on the first possession of the game and then comes
Yep.
back in the second half and does it again.
Does it?
Like
Yep.
you can't have shit like that to win games. I don't care what team you are. Like we can't go
listen,
out there and say we
we
played in
lost
the
the
first game
possession battle in this game by giving up small
okay.
field
We went
advantage.
into the Charger game and threw 3 interceptions. Then we go into the Redskins game, go 3 touchdowns, but more in garbage time. Then we come back into this game and throw 3 interceptions, and 2 touchdowns in there. But again, it's like I said, the way that we get our points, the way that our team plays, Mac gets crucial turnovers. We don't even score on them. Like it's just things like that. It's just, and don't get me wrong, I think we did score on them because I think got it down towards the goal line if I remember. But at the end of the day, if we're not making the points count where they count, I mean, Pete Carroll just seems straight lost when he goes to the podium and talks about the team.
Yeah.
They're not
Yeah.
willing to change it. They don't want to have any deal. It's just this is what it is. And the crazy part is when you hear him say, when he says, well, we've put time into this line. First off, bud,
Oh gosh.
an
Yeah.
OTA,
That's some
OTAs
bullshit.
and
I
preseason
call
and
bullshit.
the first 4 games. But these guys played this position for a whole entire year before, and they did just damn fine. Like that's all I'm saying. If we think we're going to go in against the Colts next week and play the same type run game that we did over here against the Bears, we're going
It's not going to happen.
to, yeah,
Got
exactly.
another
I
thing
don't think so.
coming.
Yeah.
And then that's where you got to start raising questions about the team. When they were going through OTAs and going through camp, they didn't see that the line wasn't there. Like they didn't see that. They got $30 million on cap, but they're not trying to make any moves for any type player. I mean, what's the problem here? If Genty clearly showed you today, if Genty can get through the line and be able to get protection, he's going to just kick the shit out of anybody. It's just facts. Like the dude is dominant as fuck. So, I mean, you look at it on the touchdown that he ran, right? He was out on the sideline. That dude came running out there. He
That
hip
was
tackled him.
badass.
He hip tackled him, and Genty just fucking trucked that motherfucker right off of him.
Oh hell yeah! He high stepped him and said no.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
dude, it's just like Genty is a strong individual person, dude, and he's really good. I mean, I think he had 2 passing touchdowns and 1 rushing touchdown. I mean,
Yes,
Yep.
exactly.
Genty
Two
gives you
receiving, one return.
but we also got to be able to have the other options that we have on the field with Jacoby because everybody said that he was a true one. He has yet to show it. Tucker, you got Tucker out there doing his thing. You have freaking Bowers doing his thing, but he's also playing hurt. Obviously, you can tell that for
Right.
sure. Thornton over there, I mean, did miss a crucial pass down on the goal line.
Yeah.
Oh, he did. Yeah.
But that's going to be rookie mistakes. It's just part of the game. But I would just say, like, for us to go out there and be consistent with the team that we have, we obviously got to make sure that Genty can run the ball. And we obviously know that the way Geno is looking at the field and looks at coverage, he probably needs to have a run first before he passes because the less times he throws the ball, the less amount of times he puts us in danger of throwing interceptions or costing us in a game. if we go out there and depend on him just to throw the ball every fucking down, he's going to become a liability, and he already has. It's just straight facts, like, and that's the only thing. You got Chip Kelly saying that the reason he doesn't want to switch Meredith is because he thinks he reminds him of Jason Kelsey. Well, that's
God.
That's
Bullshit.
bullshit, bro.
Bullshit.
Jesus fucking Christ,
Bullshit.
man.
you can't sit there and
Facts, bro.
say
Nice.
Heartbeat, bro. I'm already feeling better.
I told you. You were.
there ain't nobody coming up here, kid. I don't know how many times. I don't know how many times I gotta tell you they will get shot dead, man. So I don't know why you keep worrying about it. Like there's nobody coming to this motherfucking house.
Yeah, say Adam, I bet you feeling like the Temptations. You on cloud 9, ain't you?
They
Yes, sir.
this motherfucker.
It was weird because they were like parked they were right across.
You're out in the country. People are gonna park as anywhere they go.
And they were in the street though, like a stalker, like weird.
Is that what your nightmare was?
No,
How to get to Sesame Street.
in the life, I swear, it was right there.
I'm not worried about it, kiddo.
Football here.
That's right, because I'm not worried.
I was almost up all night.
All right, either way. At the end of the day, like I said, I think our team is at
Crossroads.
well, I mean, I don't know like how you put it, because it's like I feel like Pete is in denial for one. He doesn't want to accept his son don't know how to run an offensive line.
Oh God.
Like that's the first thing. Patrick Graham's the most garbage defensive coordinator that there is.
Yes.
The guy can't stop the run to save his life. I mean, it's just fucking what it is. The guy just is horrible. It's been a problem with the Raiders ever since we've hired the guy. Like literally every single coaching staff, every deal, still the same problem. Doesn't matter what people you have back there, nothing. It's just the same reoccurring problem. I feel like with the secondary, our team is just beyond garbage. I mean, the whole thing that I have an issue with is like you have all this money on your cap, you can fix the fucking problem. You can go out and hire people through free agents, you bring them in.
You can also trade.
Better, what we had, but we're not even trying. Like we're not even trying, and it's crazy when you hear Pete Carroll come in and say, "We're not here for a rebuild. We're here to
reload,
go out and win right now." Well, you can't tell everybody.
It sure don't look like it right now.
It's getting our ass whooped right in here by game. With this game, we should have won, and we should have beat this team. They didn't have multiple of their starters in key position. We had all our players, like outside of freaking there, like we had pretty much all our players. So, I mean, I'm not understanding it. The other thing I'm not understanding is why when we started the season did we run Zamir White when it obviously shows that Raheem Monster would have been the better player, but he was a healthy scratch in every game that we started the season. So it's like weird how you start questioning the way that our team is looking at things. If Colton Miller goes down, our fucking deal is over. I don't give a fuck, dude. Like Geno, I don't care what anybody says. You can just Google it. You can look up PFF. You can look up their all pro stats. You can look up all. Geno sits in the pocket for too long a time. The average time in the NFL that people hold the ball and throw it is between 1.9 and 2.6 seconds, a spot that Derek Carr was in his whole entire career. But my point is that when you hold that ball half a second longer and looking for your progressions and so on, it's going to eat you alive. Look at Jackson Dart comes in, takes over for fucking Giants, trash ass team. Team ain't no fucking good. But what happens? The quarterback gets in there, he reads through his progressions faster, and he goes out and beats the fucking Chargers, like with the exact trash team. When you have somebody that's in there that concepts the play calling as quick as it needs to be, you can probably have big plays and you can probably throw fucking players open. When have we seen all year long throw a guy while he's running wide open on a slant or something in front? He doesn't. He throws it deep over the outside to people across the center. He doesn't lead passes across the middle of the field. Things of those factors. And I think when you're looking to try to elevate your players or get the best out of them, those are the type of plays that you should be fucking throwing. So in my just personal opinion, I've always said Geno trash ass quarterback. Like I've said that for years. I'd never that guy. I think if anybody looks up the fucking Seattle actual stats, how that team was ran over there, they got lucky on that playoff year is against when they went to the Rams. The Rams team was literally looking to retire pretty much all their fucking players. Everything made that playoffs, and
they still beat the fucking Seahawks.
Yeah, exactly. And then guess what? Geno's only been to one playoff game, and that was it, and he lost it. And people are like, "This guy's gonna win." Like, you didn't think that Seattle was like fucking only a third round pick for a player that's gonna take him to the fucking Super Bowl. Like,
hey, if he was so elite, that we would have had to give it more. But they settled on the third, and they didn't care.
$2 million fucking dollars is what decided that. And then they went over there and paid fucking Sam Darnold, a player that is exactly the same type of player as Geno.
And he's outplaying Geno by a mile.
But yeah, by a mile. It's not even close. So, it's things like that we don't look at, that we always think like, this is the funniest thing about most Raider fans is that we always get this factor. Like, it's like, when Pete and them got here, they say, "This is my quarterback." And they're like, "Yeah, man, that's our quarterback because that's the guy he picked." Just because they pick a guy and just because Pete's a good dude. Like, I'm not going to say nothing bad about Pete. But we're sitting here saying that AP was a bad fucking coach and that he was, didn't have his team where it should have been. And you get a fucking proven coach that's been able to develop teams. Fucking, you should be able to go out and win these type of games. This is a game you should win, dude. It's not even close. It's in your house, no travel, no excuses. Like, you had your quarterback, you had the line that you wanted, you even got JPJ back. Like, that we show no consistency whatsoever. Not at all. It's okay for Geno to come out here and throw 7 fucking interceptions all ready to start the season. Like, that's crazy as fuck. And we're doing this teams that ain't even.
And then after the game, they asked Pete Carroll if he had any thought of benching Geno Smith during his 3 interception performance, and Pete Carroll's response was no. I think I just think, like, here's my problem. I get it, okay, but there's a lot of people that are gonna be like, well, your backup's Pickett. I don't think it can get any worse with Pickett than what it's getting with Geno. Geno is missing open routes. And yes, it's crazy. Geno, there's been like 3 throws I've watched just where the wide receiver was open and he missed him. So again, listen, I was willing to support Geno once, he had won the job, if he could show up. That's what I said, as long as he's showing up and stuff. First game, he has an okay game. Whatever. I'll give him props. Came back, we beat the Patriots. But the problem with that win was we thought it was a great win when the Patriots haven't really been that great of a team this year. So, that win, it didn't look like it was that great after the next 2 weeks, of course, because, with the next 2 weeks, we went from not scoring a touchdown on a Monday night game against the Chargers to playing a backup quarterback in Washington, and we get killed. We got killed on the road. And then, I didn't really have high hope for the game today. I thought the team had problems, and I said until this team was to give me a reason to believe, right now I had us losing this game. And then we do it because, we get the ball And then we trust, Daniel Carlson, and then the whole right side of the line falls asleep or something. I don't know what the hell they did on that play, but we got the kick blocked, and it should never have came down to that. That's where I think that's where it gets to. That should never have came down to a kick. We should have beaten this team, but we did the most Raiders thing possible, and we lost the game at home versus a far less superior team, and it's a win that we should have had, but we didn't play good.
I mean,
And
Caleb just went down there and marched down the field when the guy hasn't really done much the whole game. And when it needs to happen, they let it happen. It's just the history of who we are, dude. It's like the defense plays good, but it's the whole thing I've been saying the whole time about how we probably need to relook at our whole team. Everybody will agree that Max just murdered the Bears
Bears
today.
line.
Murdered him. But who else on the team did? Nobody.
No one showed up.
So it's like, how do we sit here and say like the defense is good team, or how it's showing up, or how it complements the offense, or anything? It's not, dude. In this type of game with the defense that we should have, that's on paper, it's clearly not. It's clearly not that. We're not getting fucking the stops and the offenses and getting the downs that we need. It's just so inconsistent fucking team. It doesn't matter. Like, this is what I've said, where people are like, well, Geno has the second most yards in football.
Yeah, I know.
All right, I won't argue that, but let's go see where he got him at Redskins and trash fucking garbage time, dude. I mean,
it was when the game was already over.
Here in this game, he gets 100 fucking yards against a team that shouldn't even fucking do that to any fucking team. Like, their defense didn't even
I said this when we got in the Discord before the game started. They were without their corner one,
middle linebacker, numerous.
They were without their starting middle linebacker, their starting other linebacker.
17 yards. I mean, that's
they were down. They were down most of their passing defense today, and it was straight backups. And Geno threw better passes to the defense than the offense. He doesn't. Here's the thing, too. It's, before this game, I had said it, the team had its problems, but this is a different level. And we talked about it after the game, and I said, how far do we go into this year before we really start questioning this coaching staff? Because a lot of people are still making excuses. And listen, I think if you lose to the Titans, that's just as bad as losing to the Bears that we played today, where they had all these injuries. The Titans have looked horrendous. They just got shut out in a game today. And if we were to go and lose to them, that would really have to shake some questions for Pete Carroll's future. I mean, I believe Pete Carroll has the ability to be a one and done coach. He absolutely can join the list, and he could be out of here.
I've said his contract's only 3 years, and the fourth year is optionable, so it could easily be easily one and done. And if you're trying to rebuild a team and you have to go on a different route, you're not going to use Pete to rebuild the team. It's just not going to. Okay, out of all the players that we've already got here, what players are getting developed right now? Nobody.
No.
There's not a fucking guy here. Like, so if you're sitting here saying like the coaching staff has this crazy fucking experience, this, that, the other, every single person from the defensive linebackers are garbage as hell. Fucking, you're looking at inconsistency. Like I said, if you got Geno just throwing deep downfield with his connected passes, of course his stats are going to be overinflated. The things that I'm wondering about is like, when we started out the season, we played a game where it was like the Chargers, I think, where they check down all the time. Like, we couldn't throw on them. But then you get Jackson Dart, never fucking play a goddamn fucking game in the NFL.
And he's throwing that.
Comes over here, fucking plays them, and he fucking throws all over their fucking ass. Like that's the kind of shit I'm kind of wondering.
Well, guys, the only reason
our receivers or players are that good, how is a fucking kid that's never fucking played in the NFL literally go over here to the Chargers house
and guys, The only reason his stats weren't eye popping today was because he left the game. He got injured in the game. But again, the biggest I think the crazier part about that is right there where he came back from concussion protocol and ended up beating the Chargers.
He can just read plays faster. Like when he hiked the ball and seen that none of his guys were open, he took off running right up the fucking gut, dude, for a fucking touchdown. I mean, these are the things that start questioning me when people are like, well, Geno's a mobile quarterback. He can get out. Okay, why hasn't he done shit like that? There's been plenty of times the line separates. He could have just took the fuck off if we were talking about mobile quarterbacks, like it's things that are going to start raising a lot of questions on a lot of people. Like, do I like AOC? Yeah, I've always liked AOC. I've said it from day fucking one, dude. And I believe that if AOC was behind that line and seeing the type of plays that these guys may be getting open, I believe AOC probably could be the better quarterback in the real life game right now because of the fact that he don't sit in the pocket for over 3-4 seconds, dude. Like that shit matters. So, what is Aiden's stats with the 100-yard rushing quarter or halfback? He's 6-1 as a starter with a halfback that rushes for over 100 yards per game. If we're able to fix the offensive line where Genty is able to run the ball, Aiden O'Connell's touchdown to interception ratio is nowhere close to Geno's. It's nowhere fucking close, dude. Like the thing that I'm not understanding is Geno has like, I think he had like 105 touchdowns to 80 interceptions in his whole 13-year career. And we were just sitting here saying like, wow, he's not going to do that. Last year, even with Seattle, with fucking DK Metcalf, fucking Lockett, all these dudes that are over there in the Big Mug.
Jackson Smith-Njigba.
Yeah, I mean, you got all these dudes, and he still throws for 15 interceptions. Geno,
and that was my biggest thing too. Is like he already had the weapons. What made us think? Oh, we took him over here. He won't throw. He's already halfway to 15 for 4 weeks. I'm scared what he's going to end up with if we play him for 17 games this year.
Well, I think the other thing I'd say too is like most of the successful runs were on Parham's side today. So I'd probably see how that goes going into the future. But if all we're doing is beating shitty teams, and then when we go out there and face an actual legit team like the Colts, if we go face
and
the
we
Colts,
get dirted on.
Yeah, if we get you throw fucking 2-3 interceptions on them, that game's over. That's like a 40 to fucking
brother.
Game.
We're lucky that we were even close in this game with the 3 picks. I think next week, if you throw 2 first half interceptions, you will be losing that game next weekend 27-0 at the half. Like, guys, we're not going to win the games. I'm just going to be real. I said after the game that we played today, we don't have the way we're playing. We're not going to win more than like, I don't know, 4 or 5. Who the fuck is it?
Yeah, but then that's where the real question comes down to is did we go out and pay Pete all that money to only go out and win 4 or 5 games, which AP literally just won only 4 games?
Yep.
Are we going to go out here and try to win pointless games so Pete can justify him staying here as the head coach? Or do you literally just tank the fucking team so you can go get your quarterback? Because I believe that the quarterback is going to become the bigger issue as time keeps pushing on. We do not have a franchise quarterback. Every single time that we have a chance to get one, we go out and win pointless games and fucking take ourselves out of contention to get that quarterback. So the real question comes down to when these coaches come into our organization and tell us we're not in a rebuild mode, we're here to win games, and we come out and start playing games like these are not winning games. Like, these are not winning games. Like, Ben Johnson was a guy that we were trying to get to bring here, and people talked all kind of mad shit, and then he just comes over here and beats us with half his team. Like, that's the kind of things where it starts making us look really bad, because if he's not even playing with his best team, then how good does that really show our team to be? And then when we're trying to go to the playoffs or win inside a division, if you can't go into, you're just going to be the first person to go home. That's all it's going to happen. You're just going to say into the playoffs, you're going home. Like, I don't know. Like I said,
I don't think the way what we're playing games, we're not going to win many games regardless. And I don't think we should be attempting to win games at this point. We don't look good enough. We don't look like, I mean, Geno don't look good enough to even start anymore. He should be benched. If it's up to anyone that's actually smart, he would be benched. Like,
Yeah.
guys, I'm sorry, but there's no excuse to a quarterback in 4 weeks of football having 7 picks. And honestly, he could probably, hey, listen, if we're just going to be real, he could have 9 picks right now. That Patriot game, there was like 2 dropped picks that could have happened. So, we're not going to stay here and act like Geno hasn't, what's up?
So
We're not
yeah,
gonna act
go.
like we're not gonna just sit here and act like this 7 picks is all he's got. He's over here throwing horrible all throughout the game, and then when we do show up, we're showing up when the game's already over. We're getting our asses handed to us,
Yep.
and we're not good.
Well,
We're not good. I mean, but I don't know. The offense has to get fixed up some way,
Oh yeah.
somehow. Like it's
Yes.
pathetic. It's
Yeah.
pathetic watching. It is pathetic watching the offense go on the field to know that you are going to punt the football.
It's
Hey
beyond
guys,
That's
pathetic.
not winning
It's
football for
despicable.
real.
hey fellas. By the way, salute to everyone on the panel. Salute to people on the chat. I
So
just wanted to say something real quick about the offense. I totally agree with what Will is saying. Keep in mind that Chip Kelly is the highest paid offensive coordinator in the entire league.
disgusting.
yeah.
Yeah.
The highest paid. The dude is getting almost $7 million per year. I think it's like six and
Fucking
a half or something like that.
disgusting.
6 million years. Yeah.
So not only it'd be better, right, if the guy were like the cheapest paid offensive coordinator, but he's the most expensive offensive coordinator in the entire league. This is equivalent to going to a fancy ass restaurant, dropping $1,000 on a dinner, and then walking away not even full, and the food was shitty too. Like that.
Yeah,
This
no,
is like
this
that
is
equivalent.
he's gonna have to get fired. The way the offense, if this offense don't
Oh
pick it
yeah.
up at all, he's gonna have to get fired. Like there's no
If you
excuse.
guys, but by the way, Will, like if you guys look at Chip Kelly, like the way that he got ran out of Philadelphia, if you look at there was a podcast, the guy who played wide receiver for us for like a year,
Deshaun
uh,
Jackson.
Deshaun Jackson, yeah, and Shady McCoy, they were talking about how bad Chip Kelly was with the players, how the players just like basically hated Chip Kelly,
Yeah.
Mm.
and how he tried to run it like a college program in terms of telling these guys, hey, you need to go to sleep at like
Well,
fucking eight
Lincoln
thirty.
Kennedy just talked about that too, about Chip Kelly, literally about hash marks and things of those factors. So he must
Right.
definitely just
I
brought
mentioned
that
that
up.
earlier.
Yeah.
And that's why, if you guys remember, Lincoln Kennedy used to be on the radio broadcast, but now he's like keeping it real. They took him off of the broadcast.
Oh, for real? Well, the truth tastes good when it's the belly full of lies. That's what I saw.
Yeah. Yeah, but overall, like, I mean, I'm sure you guys already discussed this. Geno Smith is just not the answer. And when
No.
people
Trash. Dude, garbage.
No.
and when people ask themselves like, "Oh, how is Geno Smith like on our team?" Think about this,
Garbage.
guys. The Seahawks were willing to trade him for a third round pick.
Yep.
Mm,
90th pick. 92nd pick.
Yeah, they were
mm.
willing. That's the Seahawks basically saying there were 91
And
better
then
players than
they
Geno Smith.
used that pick, and then I think they used that pick to help them go and secure safety Nick Iman Warriors, one of their rookies. So they went and
Oh.
filled in a need, and we sat here and we traded for him, and we were dumb enough to think that he was the answer. And I mean, we. I'm
And
sorry, we're delusional. We sit here every year and prop up this trash ass
Very
quarterback.
delusional.
and this is the thing, Will. So like Dustin and I were up on DSR Live, for a couple years. Like we were on like pretty much like every day. You remember that, Dustin? We were
Mhm.
talking about how when they ran Derek Carr out of Las Vegas, we were
Yeah,
talking about, we predicted this. We were going to be in quarterback purgatory. Everyone said that we were just Derek Carr fanboys, this and that, talking about us, etc. And I hate to say it, but we were right. This is quarterback purgatory right here.
Well, and the other problem is like the thing is, we overvalued the yards that Geno Smith has put up over there in Seattle. That was the biggest problem. Is everyone's like, oh, his yards, his yards. Okay, what about his fucking turnovers? Not just his interception, guys. His fumbles and everything, and his he, everyone was talking about how he was such a great runner, and yet he had over 50 sacks last year. He was taking more sacks. He was hurting his team, and that's why they shipped him off. And he's doing the same shit here. And he's not really throwing, even when he's protected. Let's be real. He's still not delivering good passes. He's not.
You know what the problem is, Will? The
He
thing with
sucks dick.
Geno, the problem from a quarterbacking standpoint, he's a one read guy.
Yes.
So
Well,
he doesn't
that's
go
the
through the
problem is
progression.
once
He's
he
a
has to
one
try,
read
once he
guy.
has to get past his first read, he's
Right.
like a toddler. He's dumb. He gets
He
really dumb.
struggles.
He's like, shit. He's like, what do I do? What do I do? I was never taught this. It's like you were taught this, but you're just not. You're. I don't know.
So what these defenses have figured out is the first guy in the progression is going to be basically 89, right? In most of these plays, it's probably going to be 89 or 16, most likely 89. So they take that dude out, and they're undercutting the rest of these passes, and that's how they're getting tip balls and interceptions because they're figuring out like, hey, I could just take away
Well,
that
and
first
and
read,
then
and it's done.
even when he's making his first read, he's also trying to force it when it's not there, and that
Yeah, he's trying
happens
to play
once.
hero ball.
Probably
He
just
tries to play
throwing it
hero ball. Yeah.
into double and triple coverage. Why? That's all I would ask.
Exactly.
Why did
Exactly.
you throw that fucking pass when the dude was blatantly
For real.
covered by a double and triple team, and he just threw right to the fucking guy?
Listen, I don't think. Listen, I had said this. Listen, I had said this for when we got him. Okay, at best, this was a bridge level 1 year guy, and then everyone saw the contract, and there were so many people who sat here and said, "Oh, that's a 3 year contract." No, that's a 1 year contract, motherfucker. And there's a reason this is a 1 year contract, and there's a reason you can get rid of a lot of these pieces. They had the thought in mind that this kind of shit would happen. Now, I'll be honest, I did not think that Pete would go out this way, but he has gone farther than I thought. He has completely lost his mind. I think we need to ship him off to a retirement home as soon as possible, help him in the best way possible, because holy shit, this team is
Did you see the post game press conference? The dude looked lost.
Oh, listen. It's not. Wait a minute. I talked
For
about it, though.
real,
I talked about.
Harvey. I
Wait a minute. Time
told
out.
you.
Listen. Time out. Wait. Listen. So wait. Time out. So I talked about that when we first got in here. I mentioned because at one point in the conference they asked him about Geno Smith. They asked him if at any point in the game they had any thought of taking him out of the game, and they said no. And Pete Carroll said no. Like, and then he expressed he had like support behind Geno. I'm like, what are we supporting? I'm listen. I'm just gonna be real. As long as Pete Carroll is the coach here, we will not be a winning organization. Pete Carroll has lost his mind. I don't know if maybe on one of those hits during the offseason he got CTE, but I think we have a good case of CTE here. Maybe ship him off to Antonio Brown. I could give a damn at this point. But he's clearly not right in the head. And when you hear things like, no, I was never thinking about taking out Geno Smith, but I support everything he's doing. He'll be fine. No, he's not. He will not be fine. He is garbage.
And you know what the problem, guys? You know what the problem is with the hiring?
We're making
Pete
excuses like
Carroll?
little bitches.
So this is the point that I was gonna make. Well, the problem with the hiring that we've done, so over the past several years, typically the way that this shit works is you hire the GM, and the GM is actually involved in the hiring process for the head coach. And what we end up doing is like we hire both of them like separately, with the exception of Josh and Ziegler. They were kind of like a package deal.
Yes.
But we didn't do this the right way, right? So ideally,
well,
you would have had
listen. I like the John Spytek hire. I wish we would have got him first.
I like Spytek too, yeah. But Spytek, I bet, dude, if we were sitting at a fucking bar talking,
listen.
Spytek
I've already said this. We need to give Spytek. I think we need to listen after this year, and I think that depending on how the season goes, if I'm just a betting man, this will be less than 4 wins. I don't see 4 wins on this team. I don't think Pete Carroll has it in him to get 4 wins out of this team. The way that he's coaching, I don't think he has that. Now, again, he could get that, but my point is, I think you fire Pete Carroll. You let Spytek pick his own head coach. You let him pick someone else because
I
at this
agree, Will, but I don't think that's what's going to happen, dude. I think Mark is going to give. I think he's going to give this guy another
that'd
year
be the
because I don't know
biggest
if.
mistake we can make because I don't think that Pete I don't think Pete's got it, man. I think he's proven to everyone right now that he doesn't have
I
it.
agree. So, Will, I agree with you, but I
No,
don't think
I know
that's how
you
that
agree.
shit's
I'm
going to
just
work
saying I
out.
don't think that Pete Carroll. I think in a way Pete Carroll's lost his mind. I
So,
don't know.
I agree with you, dude. He walked out of that bitch thinking he won the game, like he wasn't even there, dude. Like it was just kind of
Yeah,
weird.
the
See,
things that I would start to question in my opinion, is like when you hired the Spy Tech and Pete, and then you kept Patrick Graham. Like, was the Patrick Graham keep forced upon things of those factors? Because I think when you're trying to involve certain people just because the owner likes them or somebody in the
well, yeah,
franchise.
these coaches don't have connections like they should, and
Yeah,
that's
that's where I would start to question, like, okay, did you hire Pete, have restrictions on how he was going to go about his deal? We see the way this defense and everything's playing. It's not up to his standard. He's not going to fire his son. Everybody already knows that. So that's already out the door. They've already committed on, literally right on their fucking pod or on their presser that he is not changing the offensive line. He literally said, like, fucking, he's not changing it, and they're not gonna change it because they believe fucking
I
Meredith.
guess.
Meredith is some fucking Jason Kelsey, But
Well, I guess the
hey,
other
when
thing I have a real problem with,
look
like with
at
this team, is
the team of
they're
those
not.
factors, we have to sit and say if the coaches ain't don't know what they're doing, regardless if they're sons or not, they need to be fucking moved off of the position. Now, I've said I'd give them till week 8. I don't have an issue with it. If you're losing, you're losing. It's not like you can fire the guy and go hire somebody else at the moment, like. And if I'm just being real about the whole John Gruden, Derek Carr conversation, first off, John Gruden probably isn't going to come back, dude. It'd be the third stint that he's come here. Would it be a great idea? Would have loved to have him here. Yeah, I'd 100% love to have him here. But the reality is John's probably never going to be a Raiders head coach ever again. Derek Carr probably isn't going to come out of there because he had a rotator cuff that went out. Can he still play? Yeah, he can probably still play through it, but it's a deal that you most definitely have to have surgery on. So if Derek was looking to have an NFL comeback, he would first have to have the surgery on the deal. Even sitting out for multiple years, it'll only heal to a certain extent, but it won't physically heal to what they need. So you just got to look at what it is. The smarter idea would be if
Go
it
draft the top quarterback.
rebuild, if we have to go for a rebuild, and we know that eating the money on, Chip being the highest paid, OC or not, look, he's only got a contract just as long as Pete, guaranteed. There's no way he has the contract more than that.
Longer. Nope. Hell no.
They're paying him like what, fucking, 18 fucking $million. You'd only be paying like fucking Pete at most 20. Patrick Graham's probably not making shit. And when you're
Patrick Graham can go fuck that piece of lard.
that are the gambling investors for our team paying $1 million to get rid of the coaches, nothing. I don't think the money factor would come into effect of anything.
Fuck this sorry ass coaching staff.
Because that comes from the owner's money. Geno's contract. If they felt like Geno was the future of the Raiders, they wouldn't have a cause in his contract in year one after post June 1st that you can get rid of Geno Smith and only have like an $18 million cap hit. I've said it. If we sign Matthew Stafford, that contract would have been fully guaranteed the whole entire time. So I would say, like, moving off of Geno next year, we only have an $8 million cap hit. So I don't think it's unlikely that the Raiders cannot move
I
off.
think that there's going to be a full. I think there should be a full reset done here, man. Like I think you should have a few players that you're building around, and then I think you need to reset around them. Jacoby Myers can go for some value. Reset what you have. I mean, because what we have is not good enough, and the coaching staff included. That means included at the coaching staff. It's not good enough,
I'm
and
gonna
we
throw
need to
Will.
make
By the
changes.
way, I'm gonna throw the special teams coach in there, dude.
Hell yeah, I'd blow
He
this
needs
whole
to go out
team
too.
up.
He needs to leave too.
Yes. Yeah, I
Dude,
mean,
I would
I
leave
don't
that
even
guy for
remember his name, but
now
I know
for,
he's not that great.
3
McMahon,
years
McMahon,
now.
McMahon.
Oh,
I
he's
think
trash, and he's not
I've
good. He's not
said
good.
he's
for 3
awful.
years now, Al, and you know it. I've said, take a grenade, throw it in this bitch, and blow it all up. I said straight up, I would trade Max. I would trade every fucking player because if you're not winning for 2 to 3 years, there's no point for us to suffocate Max's career. We need to get
Yo,
the
Dustin.
It's fucking free his contract, and then we receive that money back. You
Dustin,
know,
remember what we used to say? You got to clean out the wound, like put fucking Lysol on that shit, like really like clean it out and then sew it back up. That's what you need to do with this team.
We
yeah,
need to
exactly.
listen, what we need to do is we need to take a trucker full of grenades and just send it into the building and just blow that bitch up. We just do need to start from the ground up because this team
And
is
then all the
atrocious.
while, Mark
I'm
Davis
dead,
not
bro.
doing nothing.
Now
Mark Davis is so
listen.
stupid. He made Forrest Gump like
Now
a roll
listen, wait a minute,
star.
just listen because here's the problem. Like, I don't
Shoot.
listen. I think Spy Tech is one. He's gonna have to stay. I think he's the one guy that would stay. It makes sense, you know.
I would keep
Let him.
Spytech, but the way I'd go about it is I would go after the Florida coach and Carson Beck. I mean, if we're gonna be at a rebuild, we shouldn't be rebuilding with Pete Carroll. We should do a full rebuild. We should just clean the whole house, dude. We should get rid of quarterbacks. We should get rid of anybody with value. We should trade
Yeah.
motherfuckers and pick up first round picks, fucking second, thirds, like whatever.
Fuck, I'll
Give
take
the
Dan Lennon. I don't give a damn. I'll take a few coaches.
Tech comes out and drafts again, and you go get the coach from Florida.
State.
Mike Norville.
Mike Norvell, yeah, Florida State. Florida State.
Florida State represented here, baby.
He can be a badass.
I mean, he's cool,
good
but
offense. He has a really good offense. He has a really good culture. He
Yes,
knows
he
how to
does. Yes, he does.
I think if we're going to be giving anybody 3-4 years to build up a team, it needs to be somebody of his factor because he can build fucking really good. If he goes and gets Carson Beck, plays in him and his style offense with Genty, Bowers, fucking Trey, Thornton, like he would fucking kill it, dude. Like he's a really good coach. So I think if we were to look to do a full on rebuild, I've said it, you're not going to win in year 1 or 2, man. And if we can sit there and say, like, people got to understand, like, face the fact that, like, as much as I would hate to say it, Max would be 30 years old before he was even.
He's got to go.
Of course. I've been saying that.
30 years old. And
listen, it's not even like we don't like the guy. It's just, it makes no sense to keep him around for another rebuild.
You
gotta do his best for business, Will. You know what I'm saying? I agree with you.
And what's the but what's the point also of having one good defensive player and then the rest of the defense is trash?
And to be honest, guys, just based on his body language, he probably wants to leave himself.
Dude, he looks pissed off too. I'm gonna be real.
Yeah,
he does not look happy.
He's tired of this, dude. He wants to leave.
Listen. I would absolutely. I would call up the Panthers. You know what, dude? The Panthers are a team that needs some defensive line help. Send them over there.
Yeah. He already said he didn't like to lose.
Send it to a team that has some level of success.
He's said it for 2 years now. Like,
exactly. That's what I'm saying.
It's only a matter of time. It's a matter of time till Max is just like, hey, I don't give a fuck. I'm not gonna stay here and end my career. Like, you can guarantee it. Like, people say you're a Raider for life.
He doesn't want to lose his entire career, and we can't guarantee that we come out of that rebuild successful. We can't guarantee that.
Yeah, I just think it'll.
And guys, this is something I wanted to say. What's the most painful for us Raider fans, who have been Raider fans for a very long time, is that Gruden actually rebuilt this team by year 4. He was cooking.
Hell, I've been a Raider fan since
and here's the biggest problem. here's the biggest problem for some people to understand too is even if you were to go through this rebuild and you would really want to keep Max Crosby, let's be real. There is still the chance. Let's be real. Who are we fan of? We're a fan of the Raiders. There's a real if we're just being real, there's still the chance that we don't come out of that rebuild successful. That's just how it's been for us. So what's the point of keeping Crosby? Losing the value on him and he just leaves for nothing. You trade him for some value now. You get the value you want. And you let Spytek build a team that he can, absolutely get a all around defense. Because again, like I said, you have one guy in the front seven showing up. There's no point in keeping the guy.
Nope.
Well, I would say if you're gonna go with Pete Carroll, I mean, Pete's not gonna get it done. He's only here for 3 years, and I don't give a fucking what rebuild he does. How's he gonna transfer to the coaches? The coach gonna have the same principles, same coaching, same everything as he did to be able.
It doesn't really look like there's been any progression under his team. It looks like this team's.
It would be smarter to go with the younger coach right now and let him build the team because he's going to be here way longer.
Wait a minute, guys. Here's the thing. We would be smarter to give like one of those younger coaches, like a 40-year-old Marcus Freeman or whatever, a 40-year-old Darren Lanning. They're a better option for the 4-year mark to actually rebuild a roster than a 74-year-old coach is when he has when he is already losing his mind. And listen, I think, like I said, I think there's a few great coaches in college that can absolutely do that. Just of course, it depends because they've all made it very clear they want to win a national championship where they are. So again, really depends on if they get the national championship. But we have to go with the young coach. We can't go with this. We can't. I liked the idea of Pete when he got here. Hey, experience, but he just looks like he looks like all the experiences. It looks like the experience has left his spirit, and it does not look like he remembers how to coach.
Will you know who has like a ton of experience and has multiple Super Bowl rings? That's Tom Flores, but we're not going to bring him back. He's fucking 90 years old, dude. At some point, you got to call it a day.
Listen. I agree. Listen. Wait a minute. So, here's the thing. I had talked about it about Pete Carroll. I thought he was great. I thought he was a great coaching option. I thought he could still do it for at least a year, but he's looked like he's lost it all.
Of course.
Yeah, dude. Of course he lost it.
Just ask yourself.
I don't. There's gonna be a few great coaching options, like a guy like Jesse Minter too, a great coaching option. That guy, again, there's a few great coaching options that are young.
We shouldn't. This is what I was gonna say. Well, we shouldn't be surprised at the result. Just think about this. Seattle was willing to move on from Pete, so they basically retired Pete, and Seattle was willing to let go of Geno Smith for a 3rd-round pick.
Yeah.
So we got basically Seattle's throwaways.
Trash. Hand me down. We got the Seattle hand me down.
We got
Seattle's winning right now, dude. Seattle's winning.
Exactly. Right now. Seattle knew what they were doing, dude. They knew what they had. It's kind of like a neighbor who's giving you a stereo and you think it still plays the music and shit, but it doesn't. It looks kind of good still, but the fucking CD keeps on skipping. That's kind of the situation that we're in right now.
Well, here's the thing. Listen, I never expected us to go out here and win 11, 12 games. That was never expectation. But the way that the way this offseason went was absolutely this offseason was absolutely miserable. Listening to some of these Raider fans, it went as far as someone at some point started a thing where they said that Geno Smith was the greatest Raiders quarterback ever. No, the conversations became insane. They became crazy. Who the heck
said that? Who said that? Well, come on. Who said that? We have Daryl LaMonica, Stabler, Carr, who has all the franchise records. Who could actually say that?
Last year, people compared Gardner Minshew to Kenny Stabler. I mean, crazy shit.
That's crazy, dude.
It is. The shit's crazy on Instagram.
I gotta check out, guys.
See you, dude.
Thanks for having me on.
All right, man.
Peace, dude.
Later, Mike.
I don't know. Like I said, I think. The Colts next week. That's
an L, dude. That's an L.
We might lose by 28. I'm not gonna lie.
Dude, that game might be over by the first
Halftime.
quarter. Yeah, like
Yeah, first quarter.
that's a
It could
wrap.
be out by first quarter. I mean, like I said, it depends if
wrap.
it kind of depends when Geno decides to throw his picks. You just kind of got, if it's in the first quarter, game's over then.
Is it just me, dude? But when Geno draws back to pass, like my heart skips, dude.
I get scared when he throws the
every
ball.
time,
More than,
especially when
no.
game.
Listen. I
I'm
get
just
more scared on
nervous.
anything that's more than 10 yards. Anything that's more than 10 yards, he has been absolutely pathetic.
So how many picks
If,
does he have now? 6? Is it 6
7,
through the 7
if
in
you
3
have
games?
if you have a
4.
quarterback when you come out on the first fucking play of the game and throw an interception, and then a week later
So he threw 1 pick
he
against
throws
the
an
Patriots,
interception,
3
and
against the Chargers, 0 against the Commanders, 3
you know,
against the Bears.
That's crazy, dude.
And he
yeah,
might throw. He might throw. If he threw 3 today, he might throw 5 next week.
Dude, so that means that he's actually on pace to throw like 28 picks
20.
this year. If he picks it up. No, 28.
Yeah, he's gonna touch 20 plus. I think if they touch him if they touch this guy on 17 games this year starting, oh my god.
Dude, he's gonna be like fucking Jameis Winston that year when he threw like 30 picks.
Nah, it's gonna be. It's gonna. So the only difference, I was talking about that with Dustin one day. No, I said the only difference is it's gonna be more like 11 touchdowns to 33 picks.
Yeah, because I think Jameis threw
But
like
you know what's gonna
35
end up
touchdowns on the
happening?
day.
He's gonna
he
end
threw
up being like,
32 touchdowns,
you
32
want,
interceptions.
hey guys,
for
you want to know what
4,000.
the crazy thing is though? We're gonna come out of this season, and there's gonna be people that are gonna look at. He's gonna end up like somehow finishing top 5 in yards, and they'll be like, well, he got top 5 yards. Oh my god.
And you know what they're gonna do? Actually, they're gonna blame the O line for the picks.
Oh, I know. That
They're gonna blame the O line. I already know the
I've
narrative. Oh, he didn't have
I've
an O
heard a little
line.
bit worse than that. I've heard Geno was giving AOC turnover tendencies. I've heard the
What
Lions
O
to blame.
lineman did they sign in Seattle? What guys did they
What?
get over there? What O lineman did they get in Seattle on their line?
They just have their tackles, Charles Cross and Abraham Lucas.
I mean,
Just
those
held
guys
me
were
this year.
first rounders, right? Those guys were first rounders.
First and second rounders, yes. But there was the problem was Charles Cross last year. Charles Cross last year went down. That was the big problem on the line.
Hey, so what's the latest on Colton Miller? Like initially, like I heard that it was real bad, but it might not be as bad as originally thought.
He'll probably be out for a few weeks at most, probably.
There's nothing yet that's guaranteed. They're gonna have to go through and they're gonna have to make sure.
On the deal when they were leaving, so
apparently it's an ankle injury.
Yeah, that's what it was. Who was
Dustin, remember when I said last year, like if we were gonna pay this guy, he's gotten a history of getting injuries recently over the past couple of years. And I was like, this guy's injury prone now. I mean, I hate to say it, but I didn't think we'd get a full season out of Colton Miller, and sure enough, I'm in the same boat as last year. Like I told you so.
What do you think, Adam?
Man, it really depends on how bad this ankle sprain is, man. Because like we need to protect that left side of the line, bro. Like without Miller,
Stone Forsyth can't be the left tackle.
huh?
Stone Forsyth cannot be our left tackle versus the Colts. Cannot.
I think it should be Charles Grant.
It's gonna have to be.
Get the kid out there.
It's gonna have to be. If it's not, I mean, hey, listen. If Pete Carroll comes out and this dumb piece of shit says Stone Forsyth is starting, I'm not watching the Colt game. I don't give a damn. I ain't watching that shit. I will not subject myself to the 7 sack and 6 turnover game by this masterclass offensive trash.
Will Pete might put Brendan Carroll at left tackle, dude? Shit.
He's you know what? Hey, Pete Carroll. Pete Carroll comes out and says, "Listen, guys, we're signing a new left tackle. I'm gonna play left tackle for 1 week." And everyone's like, "No, Pete, don't, no, Pete, don't do it." Pete's like, he tells his son, he's like, "Listen, if something happens, I want you to take over."
Like for real, put Charles
Put
Grant out
Grant
there.
or Forsett out there, and he's better than Colton. That'd just be too funny.
Charles Grant,
Well,
though, I would love to see what he's got. I would absolutely not love to see Stone Forsyth versus Quiddy Pay and Liatu or whatever the fuck his last name is from
Exactly. Put the
UCLA.
youngster in.
Listen, all I'm gonna say is, listen, Pete Carroll, if you put your fucking Seattle boy at the left tackle, we're gonna have to schedule you a boxing fight with someone, bro. Like someone's gonna have to knock some sense into this whole man. Listen, I'm not gonna rule it out that he does that. I'm just being honest. Not gonna rule that out. But I mean, I don't think regardless of who we start at left tackle.
We ain't doing that.
What?
He said, "We'll give you guys Woolen for first round pick." Hell no.
We don't want Woolen. That guy is burnt garbage. He has been disgusting this year. I looked at that first when I heard that, and then I saw how many yards he's given up this year. I was like, yeah, hell the fuck no. We're good on that. The one guy goes, well, that's Pete's boy, so he might want him. I said, if Pete trades for fucking Tariq Woolen, I'm gonna have a problem.
Especially a first round pick. We're gonna have a
Hey, listen, hey, you know what though? I think if he comes over to John Spytek and says, hey man, we need to give up a first for Tariq, I think John Spytek's gonna have to hand him a cup and be like, listen, we're gonna have to drug test you.
guys, I'm looking at the schedule for the remainder of the year.
Fuck,
I don't think I see four. I don't think I see 4 wins there, dude. Because a lot of these
listen,
teams
I
that
actually
don't
have
were
a
crappy,
question.
they're a
I have
little
a
bit
real
better.
question though. I have a real question. Are we actually
Wow.
Who are we
wait a minute?
playing?
Time out. Do we actually believe we can beat the Titans in 2 weeks? No.
I mean, think about it.
If
Like
we
the
don't beat the
Jaguars are looking
Titans,
pretty
there's
good.
something
Giants
majorly
are looking
fucking
better with
wrong.
Jackson Dart.
We better be.
Motherfucker, if we
better
lose to the
be
fucking Titans, I'm not watching another game of this team for a while.
Yeah, there's no reason we shouldn't beat the Titans. The Titans are a trash team. We should be able to beat them for damn
Dude,
sure.
I'm telling you, if we lose that game, I'm not watching our game this year, bro. They're gonna have to sell. They're gonna have to fire Pete Carroll after the game to make me even interested.
Who are we? What's the schedule, Al?
So here it is. Let me read
Oh
it off.
God, this is so bad.
So we're playing the Colts. Then we have the
Are we on the
Titans.
road for that one?
We're on the road for the Colts. Yeah, so we're
We're getting
getting
absolutely railed.
yeah. So that one's a loss. We have the Titans at home. I think we should beat the Titans, but you never know.
I can't
Nope.
give us a win there. Fuck.
Then we're
I
playing
think
the
I think we'll
Chiefs
beat
in
the
Kansas
Titans
City, so we're
eventually.
losing against Kansas City. I mean, I don't think we're beating Kansas City.
We're getting absolutely railed.
Then we have the Jaguars, who they're looking really good. They actually beat the Niners today, so I think we lose against the Jaguars.
We're getting spanked around in that game too.
Then we're in Denver for Thursday night
Fuck.
football. So that one's
Eh.
an L.
Fucking beautiful.
Then we have Dallas at home. I think Dallas might win that one.
Dallas will spank us around for 4 quarters.
I think we probably beat the Browns at home. That's November
If they're
23rd.
starting Dylan Gabriel, probably not.
Then we lose against the Chargers again, because then we have the
Fuck
Chargers.
yeah, we're getting spanked around by them.
Then Sean Payton does it to us again,
Oh,
because the Broncos are
God
playing
damn it.
against
This
us.
schedule is ass.
Oh, and then on my birthday, by the way, we're
Fuck.
fucking in Philadelphia against the Eagles.
Hey, I got the
Hey,
same birthday, bro.
listen. All I'm gonna say is, all you need to
Yo,
do
I
that
got the
day is
same
get fucked
birthday.
up. Listen, all you need to do is get fucked up and stay far away from Raiders football, and you'll be happy. Because I'm just telling you, this team is depressing and just garbage. Full of garbage.
And then the last 3 games we have are Texans, Giants, and Chiefs. So I think
Oh my God, we're getting
lose
we're not winning 3 games this year.
Yeah, we might not win 3 games, dude. Like,
hey, Pete Carroll better
which
be.
is,
Hey, listen, Pete Carroll better listen. I'm just gonna say it right now. If we lose to the Titans some way somehow, Pete Carroll better be saying goodbye after that day. I don't care. I do not care.
Yeah, I think he like if he has any sense, he fires himself that day, dude. Like, he's
He's
like,
gonna
you know
walk in
what?
the
What?
office and be like, "Listen, Tom, I'm not good enough to be your coach. You need to just give it to someone
Oh
else."
no, the next conversation y'all hear is we're in a rebuild.
Now, you know what? The next conversation we're gonna hear: Patrick Graham, 10-year extension, head coach.
I could be
And
there.
you know what's crazy if we don't even get like let's say we get 3 wins like we outlined. Let's say we get 3 wins this year.
Disgusting. That's
Like,
disgusting to think about.
but check this out. Like, think about it in the context of the past
They
four
could be
years or
right
so.
though.
It's
They
gonna be the
will in the
worst.
last three to fuck up our draft year.
It's gonna be worse than we were under Josh. Worse than under AP. It's like
AP,
rock bottom.
it's horrendous. It's disgusting. I don't think we win 3 games this year.
There's no way you can get to the end of the year, say that Pete won only 3 games, and justify the fact that we're going to keep him. Like, I don't know how you justify that conversation. If we lose to
You don't. You fire him.
only get 2 wins, I think when your time's up, your time's up. That's just what it is.
So there's a question for you guys. How many wins do you think saves his job?
Has to at least be 5.
6, 7, 7, 8. Fuck, 6, 7. I don't know.
So you think if he gets 5, he gets fired?
I think if he gets 4, he'll keep his job, if I'm just being honest.
He could, yeah. But if he can't match 4 wins, he's fired. I think that's really where.
How many did we have last year? Was it 4 or 5?
4.
Yeah.
4.
4. Fuck, dude.
I
That
don't know if we
sucks,
have
bro.
4 wins. I don't think we have 4 wins this year, maybe.
Yeah, I don't think we got to 4, dude. I think we probably get to 3, but
I also question us if we can't beat the Titans.
yeah, dude. I mean, that'd be if we lose to the Titans, dude. Like, I might turn in my Raider
I'm just
card for
gonna
the
be
rest of the year,
real.
dude.
If
Listen, I'm
we
just gonna
lose
be
to the
real.
Titans, we better lose every game so we can make sure we get a quarterback. That's what we need to do at that point. You can't justify any wins through the season if you lose to the fucking Titans, man. You're not winning shit. So you might as well just pack that shit up, go get the first overall pick, get your fuck quarterback for the future, use your second round fucking first pick, get a motherfucking lineman. But you can build your team for sure. You have $108 million. I'm pretty sure you can rebuild your team pretty good next year. And I would go after a college coach and I'd fire Pete and them anyways.
What's wild is that there were Raider fans out there who thought we were actually going to be like fucking 10, 11, 12 wins.
That's called delusion.
Yeah, dude.
If this team could have got its shit together, I mean, I wouldn't argue that. But the fact that every year we think that we have high expectations for them, and then they do this every year, no matter who we get.
That's
No
fact.
matter players, no matter coaches. I've said it, John Gruden's the only motherfucker that's rebuilt this team fucking twice over, regardless of how people feel about him.
You know what would be worse, though? Like, I was thinking about it. If we get swept twice in a row in the division, I don't think that's happened in a long time.
You know, people will say, well, Gruden only won 4 games in his first season. Yeah, after getting rid of his whole defense, fucking players, like
Yeah.
Gruden fucking overturned that team in a heartbeat
He
and
got
still
that
got
shit.
4 fucking wins. So we got still have Max and all these guys over there. We'll be lucky if we see 4 wins. So there was a big difference about production of what John brought when he came to rebuild the team.
Carr's number 1 receiver that year was Jordy Nelson.
Right,
was an old Jordy Nelson who retired that year, if you guys remember. That was our number 1 wide receiver. It was Jordy Nelson.
Look, guys, how would the conversation be? I'm just curious thinking about it too. Is how would the conversation look right now if we wouldn't have came back against the Patriots in week 1? I mean, it would be pretty bad right now.
Yeah, I mean, we could easily be 0-4. And by the way, I was going to mention this: the game today, it actually shouldn't have been that close. With all those
No,
interceptions, it actually shouldn't have been that close.
Oh hell
no,
no.
no. We should have gotten blown out, and it's sad
We
because
actually should have
you
gone
know
blown out. Yeah.
it's sad because okay. Let's just be real. Like before the year started, I said we could still get 8 wins. I did not think we'd be talking about less than 4, and that's just how we hit real rock bottom. And if we didn't beat the Patriots in Week 1, I don't know if we would have gotten out of here with 3 wins this year, regardless. And I think Pete's I think Pete's definitely gonna end up losing his job if I'm being real, because I don't think that this team, if I'm just being real, is capable enough to overcome the fact of the inability to absolutely be coached. I don't think that they can capitalize and take 3 more wins. I don't see that. And if they get 3, I don't know how you justify those 3, because I do think we are legitimately in contention of the worst team in the league.
Yeah, 1 year later, under from AP
I mean,
to fucking
I guess
Pete.
my thing is also, it's like,
What would be
you
different?
had John Gruden rebuilding a team, getting more wins than when Pete Carroll came out here and said that this isn't a rebuild. This is team. We're gonna try. We're gonna win. I win a lot, and that's all he talked about. I win. It's okay.
And
You
wins
do
per.
win. You have won in the past, but your time has passed, buddy, and it's sad.
Well, I just
Everything
think
has a shelf life, dude. Everything has a
Oh
shelf
yeah,
life.
his shelf life is expired and just ugh. It's like
It
a
went
it's like
rancid.
expired fish. That's what it is. It's disgusting. It's horrible.
I just don't
Fucking
see the change unless they're going to go out and spend some of that money and or give up some draft picks to go get an offensive line. I don't know where you make the change at. Like if everybody said that if Geno had a good offensive line, you're going to have plenty of teams going into week 8 that aren't going to be able to pay players next year. They're not going to make a playoff run. Like you can trade for an offensive lineman. So I don't think that'd be too much of an issue of getting a player because that's what's going to happen here in the next few weeks anyway. So for me, I just don't understand why if the Raiders knew corner and O lineman was going to be their biggest problem, why didn't they just get a guy in the fucking free agency? Like that's the whole thing. When you have 30 some odd $1 million, there's nothing saying you couldn't have got a player. Like there's nothing saying you couldn't have bid. Did the players not want to come here? Like what was the excuse of them not being able to get
Well, I
them?
think it's funny how Amari Cooper retired on us right before the
I mean,
season
he
started.
fucking knew right away. He was like,
He
"This shit,
knew, dude.
trash. I'm out of here." Like he knew right
He
away.
he knew that we weren't going to be a contending team, and he said, "I'm out of here. Adios."
Yeah, you seen the way Geno threw the fucking ball and Chip's deal. He was like,
You
"Well,
know what he did? He watched Geno from the sideline, and he's like, "Hey, coach, this is our quarterback." He's like, "Yeah, man." He's like, "Ah, fuck this. Goodbye."
hospital balls."
Dude, you know what he said? He said, I'm not getting cracked over here fucking by this quarterback."
I mean,
Hey,
fuck
and
him,
then
to be honest.
everyone wants to talk up Geno. Hey, you know what though? I don't really think. Listen, if we don't beat the Titans somehow at home, it's gonna be a new level to discipline. It's gonna be a new level to how bad this team is, because in the past we can at least beat that type of a terrible team. But I could still see this team the way they're playing right now and the way they're being coached.
Our
Absolutely,
home,
especially because we won't have Colt Miller by then either. So
we're gonna if we don't win against the Titans in our house, dude, we got some major problems. I mean, what would that be? The first 3 home games losses? Like there'd be a fucking big problem there right away. We're not
I think
winning.
I think I think you'd see less fans showing up that are Raider fans. That's also the other thing.
They'll quit showing up. That's
And
for
Tom
sure.
Brady is not gonna let he's not gonna let that shit happen.
This team's gonna go down the drain real fast.
If that was also my other thing, is if we ended up getting swept in the division twice in a row, I think it would be a harder destination to convince people to come over here because of the way we look.
Well, we'd become the Browns. Like we'd just become the Cleveland Browns all over again. Just be trash. And that's why
It's
I
just
said I would. That's why I said I would go and get the college coach. I would just rebuild this team from the ground up. I would just say, all right, enough's enough. Fucking blow this motherfucker up. I don't care
hey,
who the
if
player is.
Oregon goes and wins the national championship and then Dan Lanning ends up being the coach, bro.
Oh, he won't be the coach because you have to pay $20 million just to even
Oh,
buy out
really?
a contract, and
You know
all
what
that
I
shit.
was thinking,
That's
guys?
not gonna happen.
You
What?
Lane
know what I was
Kiffin
thinking?
won't happen. Lane Kiffin won't happen.
Well,
Frickin'
yeah, no. If I didn't want
Yo,
that guy, that guy's still mid.
yo, guys, you know what I was thinking?
what's it called?
What?
If
Notre
John
Dame.
Harbaugh gets fired, we pick him up.
Fuck that. Fuck that. I
John
would.
Harbaugh?
Yeah, because look at the team he has. Why would we want to get him with that roster on defense and offense? And then we're like, fucking, let's bring him here. Hell, fuck no. Like, there's no way that we're sitting here saying that the Baltimore Ravens doesn't have a better fucking squad than us. Like, they have way better
Well,
squad than us.
we'll be real. He had the number one. He had damn near the number one roster coming into the year, and they got
Yeah,
dismantled.
that shit was
I
beyond
think he
bad.
just kind of. I mean, a couple of those are just like the fumbles, the fucking. I think shit that's kind of out of his control.
Yeah, I mean, getting your ass stomped on by the Chiefs, I mean, yeah, that's really out of control for damn sure. I mean,
I mean that for sure. I mean, I credit him that loss.
yeah,
Yeah.
we're going to come to our division and play him twice a year with fucking Geno versus fucking Lamar. I mean, I don't see that happening. I mean, that I would not hire him if I'm just being honest.
I would just stick with a young guy. A young guy would make more sense than anything because like there's just like I said that it just I don't know. I don't think going from Pete Carroll to John Harbaugh would be the greatest move either because I think John Harbaugh's teams have also he also has as the head coach of the Ravens. He does also have the most blown 10 point plus games in the fourth quarter. His team blows
He
games
gets sent
and
home in the playoffs every year, fucking in the first round, dude.
And the
Like,
wait a minute. When we had Josh McDaniels, what was everyone complaining about? The blown leads that we were blowing. And if we come back over here hiring John Harbaugh and he blowing every game over here in this division too, it's gonna be the same shit. I feel like we just have to hit this next hire, man. We have to because the
I
team.
think
We
the
keep
This
on
is
only
saying that
way
every
to
year,
hit.
man. We keep on saying that
I
every year.
know,
I
but
don't
like
know.
Yeah,
this
and I
is like
think the
it
only
gets
way
to a
that you
point, man.
fix
You
it,
can't keep just
the
hiring new
only way,
coaches every year and expect
like
shit to
I said,
happen.
the only way you fix it is just like I said, you just blow the motherfucker up, dude. Like the minute you
Well,
blow it
that's
up,
the problem that we've had though, is we've hired these coaches and they haven't gone to a rebuild. They've all been like, "Oh, we're gonna win right away."
yeah, I think if you hire a college coach, let them know that hey, we're gonna fucking blow up this team, fucking, and they don't even have to let them know yet. They just go over here because Spytek's the actual guy that runs that department to begin with.
Yeah, he go fucking get rid. He could be like, "Listen, coach, I'm doing what the hell I want, bitch."
They get to the off season, they fire the coaches, and then they go on and fucking get rid of the players. They get rid of all the deals. They look into the draft. They can do a lot of options before they even have to hire the head coach. So I would hire the head coach before the draft for sure if it was me, so he can have an insight on the players who he's bringing. It's his team, but I would feel more comfortable with going with the dude from Florida, fucking Mark.
Florida State, Mike Norvell.
Yeah, Mike. I would rather go with Mike and give him a 5-year contract and let him know, like, hey man, we're gonna fucking trade away these players. Well, I would already trade them before he got there, but I would just let him know, like, we have draft picks, we can fucking the team. This is what we're gonna do over the next few years because it's gonna take a few years to build it. And if they get lucky and take off, then so be it. But if you're sitting here saying like, man, go get Carson Beck, let's say we get Carson Beck, we build him, and he has to play behind a line that sucks dick. It's only a matter of time till he can't run no more, and someone's going to hurt him. It's going to be that way for any quarterback in the NFL. So if you're getting multiple picks and you're able to say, okay, this year we can fix the offensive line to give our quarterback of the future, a good fucking line, and he's going to transpire to the NFL right away because he's a pro-ready offensive quarterback. So you're not going to have a long transition with him being able to read plays, play formation, be able to play in the NFL. He'll start right away. He will start year one, 100%. So I would just say you want to most definitely give him the best options he has to be able to run Genty, be able to play with Bowers, which he's already played with, play with these receivers. He's young. He comes from college. So does all these guys on the offense damn near. They're all still college kids, dude. Like, if you have a quarterback from college and college players, you're going to be able to have a lot more consistency with, what's going on. They all just came from one league to the next. So for me, I'm telling you, I think the only way you fix this team is you have to be able to disassemble it. You have to disassemble it from the inside out. And I've said it, if you know that you're not winning for 2-3 years, you got to resource every
Hey, fellas, I'll be in the chat. Always great tapping in. Go Raiders.
Who was it?
Oh, it was me. I was Ghost. Hey, I was just saying, thanks, guys. I'll be in the chat. I'll catch you on the next one.
Yep.
Yep.
But
Peace out, man. Go Raiders.
like,
Yep.
but I just think I think if the team is gonna make a full build, you just got to go with a young guy. Give him 5 years. Let him do his draft. Let him get his players. And if not, then you have a plethora of young players. But I've said it, dude. It's the John Gruden curse. Like, I've said it. The year we traded John and he went to Tampa and kicked the fuck out of us, we have just sucked ever since. So it didn't matter who we got. Didn't matter what coaches, what players. Derek Carr was first quarterback, and he still didn't win fucking a game until his 13th game in. I mean, it depends on if you're willing to give the guy time to develop, what players and what coaches you have behind
Well, and that's
him.
the other problem is like there has been zero development under fucking Pete Carroll here.
Yeah, I mean, there's nobody really developing at the moment. It's like we talked about, like Eric Stokes, for instance. He gets hurt today, but he was injury prone with the Green Bay Packers, and he was a slot corner, but we have him out here as our primary corner. And does he get a few good plays here and there? Yes, get fucking burnt on plays too. You got Holmes that hardly even played during preseason and so on, but he gets brought out here and he's starting right away, and he's trash. The guy's garbage. Then you got fucking what's his name over there? Fucking Kai Blue Kelly. And it's the same thing, fucking getting burnt on fucking things. Like, I'm just not understanding why we didn't fix issues in the offense. These are obvious problems, and it's not just like you look at it like with Philadelphia, right? Philadelphia went into week one. They fucking played. I think it was a tough game for them. They came out and they went and traded for halfbacks, traded for numerous players so far. If we feel like we're just a player or so away, why are we not trading or fucking trying to get a player? Like, we're not trying to get them in free agency. We're not trying to get them by fucking trade. Like, so why did they come to the podium and say, "Oh, we're here to fucking win now," but you're really not. You're gonna try to rebuild with a 70-fucking-3-year-old man. Like, those type of shit doesn't make no sense. Like, that doesn't make no fucking sense. Like, would I want to get Dan Lanning here? Yeah, I'd love to, but I don't think Mark and them are going to fork out $20 million on a guy that they don't even know if it'll transpire into the NFL. The dude from Notre Dame, he has a lot of insight to NFL connection. There's a lot of people that are targeting him, but again, his is a $9 million buyout. Like, he's probably not coming next year. It'll probably be in another year or so. Like, can you get at some of these players? Yeah, you'd have to wait a few years. But is that the direction that we want to go right now when you have players like Tucker, Bowers, fucking Mayer, Thornton, Besh? Like, I don't think you should in a couple years. Like, you want to most definitely start developing these guys as quick as possible, because the offense is where your best success is going to be at with Ashton Genty and so on. So I think, like I've said, Colton Miller gets injured, you're going to want to end up fucking getting rid of him sooner or later, so you don't just eat him. I think you got to move players, man. Like, from just being honest, and then people are going to say, yeah, but if we do that, look at how you're already struggling in the O line. Well, just look at it like you're already struggling. So what's it matter? Like, it doesn't matter if you have Colton on there, you're still struggling hella bad. So I think people got to start looking at it as a whole collective. Is just because one player is doing good, four other people aren't.
Well,
You know,
that's how the offensive line and the defensive line are. If you ship these two off, you get assets, and then you build the defensive line and the offensive line up as a collective group, you can have a stronger unit. Having one player, I've already said it. Max Crosby he killed their offensive line, and we still lost the game. It wasn't because Crosby wasn't good. It was because outside of Crosby, no one showed up.
I mean, it's just like you said, Crosby can go chase around fucking Caleb Williams all day long. There's 10 other fucking guys not doing fucking their job. They're getting beat on protections. They're
Brother,
getting beat by
brother,
those
on that
players.
final possession, Caleb
Running
Williams ran for like 27 yards on 2
yards.
runs.
Yeah, Caleb run for like 15 on a third down, and he runs 15 yards, picks up the first down. I mean,
He didn't even get touched. He didn't even
zone.
have a guy near him. It was embarrassing.
Yeah, he run right up the gut. I mean, our fucking halfback couldn't even run up the gut like that, save his life, dude, until today. So, I mean, it's just crazy. It's crazy. Like, we go into Washington, we get fucking ass handed to by fucking Marcus
Backup.
Mariota. Like, we absolutely don't play up to any standard at all. And it's just like I've said, I don't think we should sit here and waste 3 years with Pete building the team when he's going to retire. Everybody knows he's retiring. Like, they know he's retiring. So there's no case or scenario that says, well, the guy's 80 years old, let's keep him as our coach. I mean, unless we're just winning Super Bowls, then that's different. But I don't see that coming. And it's not only that. I've said, look at the yards. The yards are inflated, man, because they're always throwing downfield. So if you're throwing downfield and connect on a few of those plays, those, but that's not how you play NFL football. It's time consuming. You want to run the clock, dude. You play to, where the other player, if it's a better team, don't give them the ball a lot. Like, we're just playing, well, fucking turn the ball over 20 fucking times, and then we'll just fucking score once or twice after you got 30, 40 points, and we're going to call it a comeback when really the other team has already said, well, it's garbage time. We're not going to fucking compete. So we can just let them score once or twice because they're not going to come back. Like, but then we want to talk about, like, oh man, look, he threw these, he came back. Like, it's not how it works, man. Like, those teams, those teams. First off, we should have beat a few of them teams already. I mean, that Chargers game, we should have been way more competitive in there. We couldn't even get past a field goal. Like, we couldn't even get past a field goal in that game. And then again, it's just like I've said, you come in the very next week. Yeah, I mean, the Chiefs fucking were outscoring or competing with them, at least when they were in Brazil. Then you had frickin' Jackson Dart here today fucking go into their house and beat them. Like, and the Giants were probably the worst team in all of the NFL. Now, it'll matter if Jackson Dart can back it up. I mean, we won't lie about that, but I don't know. I think at the end of the day, if we're not winning by week 8 and show any type of turnaround or any type of consistency, then you just got to call it for what it is. I mean, you can't sit here and keep hiding behind this, that, the other. The Raider Nation's done that for years. It's what they do every single year. They get on a coach, they get on a player, and they say, oh, he's the next guy. He's the next guy. He's the next guy. Like, Geno is yet to show you, like, he's the next guy. Like, Geno doesn't have. Like, when Geno got the ball today, I was like, fuck, well, he's gonna get a fucking interception right here. Like, this guy's gonna throw a pick at this fucking point. And then fucking not only that, it's just, did he get down there to get the field goal? I'm not gonna argue that point, dude. Like, our special teams should have never got beat like that to give up the blocked field goal like that. I mean, I think, like I said, I think our team is just broken. I think our team's broken. And the only way to fix a broken team is just to fucking get rid of it all and replace it new. start over fresh with people that are just here to want to win, man, like straight up. So I don't
Yeah. Oh my
I
God.
don't know. I mean,
Bam, bam.
it
Yeah,
just
man,
don't
we
work.
don't have winners here.
Yeah, it doesn't work for us, man. It just doesn't work for us. And we got to figure out something else. Like we can't go for a different coach. Like I said, like the hardball is not a bad idea because of who he is and his name and the family. But I just think like you just got to go a whole different direction with it, man. If you're not bringing back John, which I just don't think John will come back, uh, then you're going. You got to
It'd
go
be
for a
nice.
you just have to go for a young coach, man. And I think if you go young coach, he gets the time. You know it. Nobody's gonna harp on him. Nobody's gonna be like, "Oh man, he should win right now." Everybody knows if you go with the young coach, young team, you everybody knows that they're gonna develop for at least a few years. So are people gonna be upset? You know, oh, they're not winning. Yeah, but they're not gonna expect much from them. Like when you have Pete Carroll here, you're expecting to win. Like you expect to win.
Damn. I mean, yeah, we don't have. We're not winning any games this year. We're not.
I mean, if we do, I'm not gonna sit and say that we're, like we're not a capable team to win. The problem is like, are we gonna win the games because our O line's getting better because their formula worked, or is it we're gonna get fucking beat up the whole time and we're just gonna get lucky on our wins? Like, that's the things that it's gonna matter. Like, did the O line gain anything from going a whole entire year, and then did it get any better? Like those are the things I'm going to be wondering. And if we're comparing, um, Meredith to fucking Kelsey, we better be seeing some Pro Bowl shit. So I don't know how they're gonna
But
where do you go from there then if you're thinking that Meredith, fucking JPJ or Kappa and Parham and Dylan, and then Colton. So you don't fix your line at all. Like you don't think about drafting another lineman or signing one. We're just cool with that line. I'm fucking absolutely not. I'm absolutely not, dude. Like I don't know. I think you just got to be like Gruden, man. Like he invested into the O line. He invested into the O line because he said he liked big ass motherfuckers that can block for him, so they can run and pass the ball. So I think we need to get back to that shit for sure. Um, I just think Geno's too slow, man. Like if I'm just being honest, I think he's too slow in progressions. Unless the dude is just wide open and beating the guy, I feel like Geno he gets trapped, man. Like he gets trapped, and he's even said it in his presser. He's like, "You haven't seen the best of me, and I'm better in this." And players are gonna say that because they don't want to get fucking benched. Like, but how many games do you let that keep going on? Like the real question is if you get beat down by the Colts, do you sit fucking Geno at some point? You can't just be friends with the guy and let him just fucking demolish our team. Like, what if Kenny or what if Aiden or what if Miller or what if these guys just see the fucking progressions faster and they can get out of the bind because they're not letting the fucking line crumble? Or in this case, dude, it's just like the Jackson case where a guy's coming on this outside, they see the hole on the inside and they just take the fuck off, like everybody sees the field different. And we know Geno, he's going to take the sack. He's probably going to run into the guy. Like he literally is probably going to run into him anyway. So I don't know. I've always said I support all my players, but I just want to win. And I feel like if we go down this Pete and Geno road, it's gonna suck for sure.
it's
But I
not
don't
gonna be a
know.
winning combination.
Say again.
It won't be a winning head coach and quarterback with duo.
Dude, if we can get Mike and fucking and Carson Beck, dude, together in year one, have Ash and Genty and our receivers, and fix that line, I think we're going to be a winning team like right away. So, and do I think like Pete can get it? Yes or not? There's a difference, man. When you have a head coach that's an offensive coordinator, they're the ones that usually have more success. They're the ones that have the success, dude. Kyle Shanahan, Sean McVay, fucking Andy Reid, anybody that's an offensive coordinator that does their own deals. Like I get it, dude. Like Chip is up there being an OC and that, but I would rather have the head coach have that position anyways. Like I've always said, the head coach is one of two things. He's either offensive coordinator or defensive coordinator. And I've said most good coaches call their plays. So for me, I've just said like I would like to go with the college guy, fucking bring him in. He's gonna call his own plays. He's gonna have his own offense. He's gonna tailor it to Carson. Um, and I think there can be one or two other quarterbacks I may go with, but I would go with Carson. If we have a top 5 pick, I'm trying to get Carson with everything I got. You know, like I'm trying to trade straight up, especially if it's with the Titans, dude. Like I'll trade that spot. But I think we got to try to win. I think we got to try to win at all costs. If we like, come on. I mean, the whole issue I have with Pete is just his age. It's just the age, man. It's 100% his age. So, but I don't know. You have anything else you want to talk about, or am I hop off here?
No, I think my only problem with him is he's not making any changes, and wanted to see what he does.
Yeah, do you think it's a competitive game against the Colts, or you think it's just a beating?
Listen, I'm gonna be honest. The game today should have been an ass whooping from the Bears, but it's gonna be an ugly game, I think, versus the Colts. If we're turning over the ball like we did today, we will not win. And if we're trying to run the ball like we did, I don't think it's gonna work. So I think we'll lose by 2 possessions plus.
Oh, I can see that easy.
I think as much as I hate to admit it, I think it might
Taylor's
be a
gonna run right down our neck.
I think we lose by 4. I think we lose by 28 to Daniel Jones and Jonathan Taylor.
Yeah, I think Taylor runs on the outside on us and burns us. And I think fucking Daniel Jones, he's gonna fucking. I think he'll have a good game against us. So, I mean, the Raiders, we can guarantee that Geno will throw an interception at some point in that game. So it's just what it'll be.
You don't even have to get pressure on him.
I don't know. Like I said, we'll go to week 8. We'll see where the team's at, and then if the team does good by week 8, then all of this was just talk. But if the team is progressively getting worse and nobody's getting better, I mean, what are we just gonna keep being and living in denial the whole entire time? I mean, we have to accept it at some point that maybe it's time just to get rid of a lot of motherfucking people, you know. So, and I've said like I would keep Spytech. I would not move off Spytech. I think he'd be the only guy that I'd keep, and then I would just get rid of every fucking dude, every guy, offense, defense, coaches, all. I'd just get rid of all of them. I would not keep a motherfucker on the
no.
squad at
Fire
all. Yeah, I would. I would be like, if you were playing a video game and you cleared all your data, like I would just fucking get rid of all the coaches. Every coach here that's been a coach that is not the fucking head coach, or even then, I'm getting rid of the head coach, defense core. I'm getting rid of all of them. So I'm only keeping Spytech. So at that point, Spytech can sit and say, okay, he does have a head coach that he believes, or maybe, like I've said, I think the right way would be is to go college. I think you just go college, man, because
dude, even if we brought Micah Parsons here, dude, we still wouldn't be a winning team right now, Rudy.
We're not going to be a winning team. The only way we're going to be a winning team is if we fucking
rebuild.
I mean, fuck you. Let's be real. I mean, what do you think it'd really take? A whole entire O line, fucking at least 3 players on the offensive line. I think the players are okay, receiver, but you still need a true number 1 receiver. Somebody that can dominate in play time.
You trade Jacoby, you trade
and injured. He's shown like he's limping. Like Bauer's literally shown like he's limping today. So
I would shut down Bowers until he's healthy because he's clearly not healthy.
yeah, you're gonna end up hurting him for the long run, man. And that's what we do. That's what we do. So it's
No,
things like that. It's things like
if I were us, I would shut the season down. I'd say good Bowers. I'd put him on the IR until he's healthy because he's clearly not healthy. Uh, I mean, Nicole Miller might go on IR. Don't know what's gonna happen. So I don't know.
hey, I would put Pickens in just to see how he runs the offense. I mean, I would not be against Pickett playing a game and seeing how he plays in the offense because what's it matter if Geno's out here getting sacked or if Pickett's getting sacked? But maybe Pickett sees his reads a little bit quicker and gets the ball off to the players. Like, I would like to know, is this a Geno problem or is this a real problem? Like that's what I would like to know. So I would either wait till Aiden O'Connell got healthy or, like I said, put Pickett in and just see where we're at with as a team. Because what if Pickett? I mean, I've said this about a lot of players. You're as good as the system that you're in. Maybe Pickett gels with Kelly's offense and plays a lot better. I mean, obviously Daniel Jones gels with Shane Steiflin's offense over there. So I mean, sometimes it's just what the environment you're in. So for me, I would just let Pickett get a chance and see. I mean, we have nothing to hurt, dude. Like, not even go as far as when Aiden gets on, when he's healthy to play, I'd even let him get in there because we have to fucking figure out, is it Geno holding on to the ball too long or is the line really that trash ass? And like, I'm not going to argue that a few plays in here and there, they get blown through. But what, a week ago, he gets sacked 5 times. This week, he don't get sacked any. Like, it's shit like that. It's stuff like that. It doesn't make no sense. So,
No, no, because the and also, I think I don't think that the 250 rushing yards was just because we got automatically better. It's because we played a team without their players.
that's facts. And I mean, their team's trash anyways. So it's not like if you go in against the Titans and you don't run for over 100 yards, I think there's something wrong too. Like their team is just broken. There's teams that are just broken
If
in the
if
NFL.
you
And
don't
we're one of
score
them too.
24, if you don't score 20 points on the Titans, I'd be very concerned.
If we can't run the fucking ball on the Titans, I'd be worried. I mean, the Titans are just horrible. I mean, if we can't get after the quarterback, I'd be worried. I mean, there'd be a lot of things that would raise my mind about our team at that point in time. So, but either way, I'm gonna hop off because
Yeah.
I'm tired. But it says,
I'll talk to you later, man.
all right, hell yeah.
Talk to our nation later too. See ya.
I appreciate all you guys. Appreciate everybody showing up. Appreciate everybody stopping by. And listen, people can always say that it's just
This guy says the
practice,
first fucking year.
first
Calm down.
year, it's this, that, the other. When you keep repeating those words, you guys were all saying about Geno, it's just practice, it's just practice. And now he's the 4th game in, and the guy's still throwing fucking interceptions. So at some point, when you guys keep saying dumb shit like that, it doesn't make you guys look good at all. Like, you can't reiterate something that is going against the team. Like the first year, he should have some type of continuity, especially when he talks about it all the time and the players and this, that, the other. He shouldn't be going out there just getting beat on. Shouldn't just go out there and look lost. I mean, fucking the Bears, they at least knew they were coming back at the whole game. The whole game knew they were coming back. So it's just shit like that. So it isn't just practice and it isn't just year one. You have to have some type of continuity with your team to begin with, period. So, and if you don't, you're just not going to be good. And I don't care who the hell your name is. So we want to hope that it's year one, and we want to hope that Pete's going to get together by year 2. But if they don't fix the O-line and they don't go get a true one, they're going to still have the problem every year that Pete's here. Every year. And then 3 years from now, old man that's fucking 80 years old retires, and we still don't have shit. We don't have no coach. We don't have nothing. So I'd most definitely rethink this one for sure. But outside of that, I hope you guys have a great night, and we'll catch you on the next one.
Yeah, gotcha.